7 days, 3 companies, $3.6 trillion. One of them made its owner the first trillionaire alive. This is the biggest money event in history. Watch. Three loops. Almost nobody noticed what it actually means, because behind those numbers is the strangest week Wall Street has had in decades. And I'm going to show you 3 things about it. 1. A single company jumped 19% in one day. 2. Regular people, not billionaires, got 20% of the shares. And 3. Nobody actually knows if this money is even real. And that's the part that's terrifying. Get the first 2, and the third one changes everything. Stick around, and you'll never read a money headline the same way again. The record. Let's start with the first one. On June 12th, something happened the market waited 20 years for. SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, sold shares to the public for the first time ever. It priced at $135. By the end of the day, $161. That's plus 19% on the largest offering in human history. $75 billion raised, valuation almost $1 trillion. And here's the first surprise: the shares didn't only go to the Wall Street suits. 20% went to ordinary people. Usually you get 5. This is almost unheard of. Crowds at the Nasdaq cheers. Musk a trillionaire. Looks like a clean triumph. But why did this even happen? Wait, Musk swore for years he would not take SpaceX public. What changed? One word: money. These companies burn cash at a scale that's hard to even picture. SpaceX's AI unit alone spent almost $8 billion in 3 months. Rockets, satellites, artificial intelligence, it devours money faster than they can print it. Private investors write checks up to a limit, and then the checks run out. So they open the biggest wallet in the world, yours, mine, the public's wallet. That's why the stock market, but SpaceX wasn't alone. And this is where it gets truly strange. The domino effect, the AI giants. Just days before SpaceX, another company quietly filed to Anthropic. They make an AI called Claude, the valuation in the filing, $965 billion. Then a week later, the giant walked in, OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT. Their target, from $730 billion all the way to $1 trillion. 3 of the most talked about companies on the planet going public within months. Together, $3.6 trillion, more than all of 2021's IPOs combined. Wall Street hasn't seen a pileup like this since the dot-com days of the late 90s. And we all remember how that boom ended. Which brings us to the third, terrifying thing. Quick thing, if your brain is melting right now, hit subscribe and tap the bell. I break down one of these money stories every week, and you don't want to miss the next one. Nobody knows the truth. Now the part that sends a chill down your spine. Nobody knows if they're actually worth this much. Well, they were private. The real revenue and the real losses were hidden from everyone. Sound familiar? Going public forces the books open. For the first time, everyone sees what's really inside. And the first signals are alarming. OpenAI reportedly missed its own targets. Its own finance chief reportedly worried it couldn't afford its giant data centers. The bottom line: sky-high valuations invented in silence, flying toward a reality check. If the real numbers disappoint, the balloon deflates fast, and it'll hit millions of ordinary people. And here's the question that hits you personally, even if you don't own a single share. This is about you. You don't own a rocket company. Why is this even your problem? Because for the first time, an ordinary person can buy a piece of these companies. And if you have a retirement account or an index fund, you might already be a co-owner without choosing. Here's what almost everyone misses. This doesn't hit billionaires, it reaches your savings. SpaceX jumped 19%, and some of that lands in ordinary portfolios. But it works in reverse too. If they fall, that risk reaches you as well. So whether you invest or not, this wave is already moving your money, but there's a trap. The trap: hype versus reality. Here's the trap thousands will fall into. A great company and a great investment are not the same thing. Yes, these are world-changing companies, rockets, satellites, frontier AI, that's real. Starlink already beams internet to millions. A living, growing business, not a dream. But here's the hard truth. Overpay even for a brilliant company, and you still lose money. History is full of great companies whose stocks crashed simply for getting too expensive. So awe and caution ride together here, and that brings us to the last, most important thing. Because right now, it's being decided whether the entire AI boom pops. The big picture. Step back and you see the real story. The AI race just collided with the stock market. For the first time, the public can compare to frontier AI labs side by side on real numbers. That transparency will either heal the market or expose cracks that kept neatly hidden. Remember the three things from the start. Put them together, and you get one simple idea. This is the biggest IPO barrage in a generation. It's built on AI and space, and it's already moving. A famous name is not a guarantee. The price you pay decides your result. Remember that. And even without a single share, this wave touches your savings and the whole economy. Watch the next few months with both eyes. This is history being written right now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Subscribe now and invest into your future.